Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. I have this mold here, and it's an angel, and she's holding a baby, and it's beautiful. And then I have this other mold here that's a set of wings, and they're 3D looking, and they are stunning. And then I have here my Let's Resin holographic powders in gold, white, and galaxy. Not white, I'm sorry. In mint, olive, and galaxy. And we're going to brush these colors into the molds. So for the wings here, I'm going to use the olive color. And I'm just going to brush this color into the mold. This color is beautiful to use on wings, any kind of angel wings. It's just a very beautiful color. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit while I brush the powders into the mold, so you're not sitting and watching me do that, because it would be very slow and boring if I didn't speed it up. But I'll talk through this part right here, and the next part, when I brush the powders in the angel, I will turn on some light music and let you enjoy that, and I will speed it up. But I'm going to talk a bit through this part right here. We are going to make this piece functional for the wall. And in the angel mold, she has a very small hole in there to where you can stream something through it to hang her up. So, and the angels have a section as well that you can stream something through it, and you can hang it up too. Or you could do a keychain with the wings. But we're going to put these two together, not on top of each other. They're going to be spaced out, and I'm going to stream some ribbon through each piece and connect them. And then I'm going to choose some really pretty beads, and I'm going to run the beads through on the ribbon as well and let them dangle from the wings and then above the angel. Uh-oh, I dropped my little container. I'm going to have a mess to clean up. Goodness. Oh, Lord. At least I didn't drop the whole container on the table. Okay, I'm going to play some music, you guys, and let you enjoy while I finish brushing the mica powders into the mold. Okay, now I'm done, and I have some resin here, and we're going to go ahead and put some resin in on top of our powders. I'm going to spritz the mold with some alcohol, and I'm going to go ahead and pour. I didn't put anything in this resin. It's just clear resin. And I'm using Let's Resin epoxy. Now I don't want to fill the mold completely up because I'm going to go in with another color behind this. So I'm leaving enough room for another color to go in behind this clear. I'm going to use my heat gun, and I'm going to heat the resin up, move it around a bit, and pop any surface bubbles. Paying close attention to the edges, because that's where they like to cling and hide to. Unless there's some writing or a design in the bottom of the mold, then they really like to attach to those. Okay, now I'm going to spritz a little alcohol on that. And then I have some more resin here. And that cup is cured resin in there. I'm just reusing the cup. It's just clear resin in the cup. So I spritz the mold with some alcohol. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with that clear resin. And I'm not going to fill this mold up either. I'm going to leave just enough room to drop another color in behind this clear. I'm going to use my heat gun and pop any surface bubbles. I'm going to spritz it with some alcohol. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover it and let it cure. Okay, I'm back, and it is cured. And I'm going to bring it up and show you that how much room I left to go in with our next color. And then I left room in here as well. Okay, so I have some resin here. And then we're going to use this mother of pearl, the resin pearlizing powder. I love this colorant. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I get this one from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to drop some of the powder into my cup. And I'm going to pour a little bit of resin in the bottom of the cup. And then I'm going to go ahead and stir my mica powder up. Make sure I get all the clumps out of it and get it stirred up really good. Making sure I scrape the side of the cup and the bottom of the cup really well. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill the cup up with the rest of my resin. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix all of this up. Isn't that color beautiful? Now I'm going to wait 5 minutes and let it rest. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. And I let it degas and let the bubbles come to the top. And now I'm going to spritz the mold with some alcohol. And then I'm going to go ahead and top this mold off. And I got a little bit of resin on that section where I wasn't supposed to get any resin. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to wipe it off because I don't need any resin right there. That's what I'm going to run my ribbon through when we demold it. See? No resin there. So now I'm going to finish pouring and get this mold topped off. And I'm not sure where I got this mold from, you all. If anyone's interested, I'm going to try my best to find it. But I was looking on Temu and I was looking on Amazon and I could not find it. But unless they just don't have it anymore. But I'm going to continue to look for it in case anyone's interested in it. But I'm not promising you that I can find it. But I will do my best to look for it. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun. And I'm going to pop any surface bubbles. Heat the resin up so some of the rest of the bubbles can make their way to the top. Once again, I'm paying close attention to the edges. Okay, I have it covered. And now we're back and it's time to demold our pieces. My favorite time of all. I think that's everyone's favorite. Okay, we're going to go ahead and demold our wings. And I will put this in the description box where I got these from. They are beautiful. Now, I've purchased several from Temu, and they're not all the same. You get different molds from different sellers. So, the one that I'm going to list for you is a really good mold. So, now let's go ahead and demold our angel. And this piece would be a really good christening piece, like a christening gift for someone, christening their baby. This would be a really awesome gift for that. Let's see how our colors turned out. Oh, it's pretty. See, she's holding the baby. I could have, on the right side there, I could have, I think that may have been part of her wing too. That's part of her leg, but it's part of her wing too, and I didn't catch that. But it doesn't look bad. Okay, so now we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this functional for the wall. I'm just running some ribbon through the wings. And I'm going to make sure that both pieces are the same length. And then I'm going to tie it in a knot. Tying it once. And then I'm going to tie it again to make a knot. And that's going to keep our wings from sliding up and down when we put it together. Okay, now I'm going to take these other two ribbons that I chose. I love this sparkly ribbon. It is beautiful. And I'm just going to place them together between my fingers. And now I'm going to run them through that space that the mold left me. And pull it out the back. I got one of them through there, but I didn't get the other. This one's harder to get through. Okay, now I'm going to pull them on through. And I'm going to make sure that they are both the same length on each side. And that's what I'm doing now, making sure they're both the same length. Okay, now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it around and over the top and bring it back through. If I can get it to work right. And I'm going to run it back through the loop. And now I'm going to come through to make that knot in it to hold it together. So now I have my hanging loop at the top. I'm tightening that knot up. And now that's our top loop to hang it on the wall or wherever you want to hang it. And I'm just showing you the loop. Now we're going to take our wings here. I'm going to open that loop up. And I'm going to run this through the loop. And I'm going to string my wings up. And I'm going to see where I want them at. I don't want them to hit the angel, but I don't want them to be completely at the top either. I want them to be hanging in the middle. So this is where I want them. So I'm going to go ahead and loop that over and back through. And then I'm going to pull it tight. And now that's not going anywhere. Now I have this excess ribbon here. And I need to string my beads on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of them short. And then I'm going to cut the other one long. And then I'm going to get my two of my beads and I'm going to string them onto this ribbon. And this bead here has a diamond in the middle of the frame. And then here's a pretty bead that I thought was pretty to match our angel in the wings. And I'm just going to tie the end into a knot to make sure the beads do not come off. And then I'll show you how we're going to make the end of that look nice. Because we can't leave it, I'm going to burn the tip of it. And we can't leave it with that burnt look because that just doesn't look nice. So I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that up and make it look really nice. So I'm cutting that excess off where I tied that knot. And I'm going to go ahead and take my torch here. And I'm going to hit it one time with my torch. And then that makes it where the bead is not ever going to come off of there. And I'll show you how we're going to make it look nice. Let's go ahead and get the other ribbon. This is the longer one of the two that we cut. And I'm going to place some more beads, string some beads onto it. Some more that I thought would look pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to tie this in a knot. And I made the two pieces different lengths so the beads would fall down, you know, in different lengths. And that way they wouldn't be cluttered the same length. And I'm going to cut off that excess ribbon. And then I'm going to take my torch and I'm going to hit it one time with it. And then I'm going to just make sure that it's nice and made a nice little ball on the tip of there. Now I'm going to hold it up and show you what I meant by I want the beads to be dangling at different levels, different lengths. See how nicely they fall by not being right next to each other? I think that looks so nice. Now I'm going to take my UV resin and I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of where I burnt that ribbon. And then I'm going to take this glitter here and I'm going to pour a little bit in the cap. Now I'm going to put that resin on the tip here and make a little ball. And then I'm going to dip it in this glitter. And this glitter matches one of the ribbons, the color of it. And then I'm going to get my UV light and I'm going to cure that UV resin up. Now we have a nice tip that looks really nice and it doesn't look burnt. See, doesn't that look sparkly? It matches one of the ribbons on the piece. So now I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to drop a little dot of this UV resin on there. Dip it in my glitter. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure it right on up. Okay. Now I'm going to put my glitter back in my container. And I did get some UV resin on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and cure it. And then I'm going to pop it right out of my lid. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to put my top on my UV resin and put that away. Now let's take a look at our piece so far. If I can get it right. It got a little tangled there. I have glitter all over my table. That's okay. I love glitter. I'll take glitter any day. So how does it look so far? Do you guys like it? This will be such a beautiful christening piece for someone. I mean, I know that's not everybody's thing, but for anyone that does christen their baby, if you're invited to a christening, this would be a great gift to bring. Now I have another addition that I want to add to it. Right here, I think it matches and we'll just go ahead and put the finishing touches on this piece. So I'm going to pick the ribbon that is sparkly and I'm going to run this through that ribbon because it already has a jump ring on it. It came that way, so that was one thing I didn't have to do. And that was one of the reasons I chose it too. And I'm just going to run it through that ribbon and then I'm going to see exactly where I want it to fall on the piece because I don't want it to fall right next to the other beads. So I'm just trying to see exactly where I want to position it on there. And then I'm going to tie it in a knot. And then cut off the excess ribbon. And you only need one knot in this ribbon right here because it ties up very well. It makes a really good knot. You only need to make one knot. So let's take a look at this piece. What do you guys think? Do you think it's beautiful? I think it's so beautiful. Okay, we are close to the end, my friends. I'd like to give a big shout out to all of my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for your continuous support. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I hope to see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye, my friends.